Welcome to GST Good Storytellers podcast. In this podcast, we tell stories from around the world and from around the media because we believe that good storytelling makes a great story. Hello, my name is Jaime Hinojosa, the host of GST Good Storytellers podcast. Today's episode, we are going to talk about a film that won the Oscars for the Best Picture Film of the Year, and that film is called CODA. CODA was released on August 13, 2021, directed by Sean Helter. The story of CODA is about a girl named Ruby who is the only hearing person in her deaf family. When the family's finished business is threatened, Ruby finds herself torn between pursuing her passion for music and her fear of abandoning her parents. The film received a lot of praise from critics and audience, saying that the film is beautiful, powerful, emotional, heartwarming, and a satisfying film. The film also got a score of 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, winning 3 Oscars for the Best Motion Picture of the Year, Best Performing Actor Supporting Role, and the Best Screenplay. Isn't that just amazing? And let me tell you what is amazing about CODA is that the film itself is a remake from another fictional story named The Bellier Family, released on November 7, 2014, a French film directed by Eric Hushman. I don't know if I spelled his name right, but I tried. The story of both films has similar plots as CODA, like the setting of CODA takes place in Massachusetts, centering around a fishing business, and in the Bellier family, the story takes place in a family dairy farm in Dordogne, France. The main character in the Bellier family is named Paula, and she works on her family dairy farm. Her brother and parents are severely deaf using French Sign Language, also known as LSF. Paula interprets for her family on a daily basis, assisting with others in selling cheese at the market. Paula develops a crush on Gabriel and signs up for the same choir group as him. Mr. Thomas, her music teacher, soon discovers her gift for singing, encouraging her to audition for Parisian Music College in Paris. Paula's father decides to run for mayor, relying on Paula to interpret for him at meetings and interviews. In CODA, the main character is named Ruby, and her family business is fishing. Ruby is the only hearing member of the Rossi family, and her parents and older brother are deaf, using American Sign Language, also known as ASL. Just like Pada, Ruby interprets for her family and assists with her family business while joining the school choir to spend time with her love interest. After hearing her singing voice, Mr. V pursuing Ruby to audition for music college, similar offering private tutoring lessons like Mr. Thomas's in the Bellier family. Honestly, I haven't seen CODA myself, but I have seen the trailers for CODA. And honestly, I was surprised by it because I didn't know that this film actually existed until I saw the results for the Oscar for the Best Picture Film of the Year. And after I heard the CODA won, I wanted to know more about it. So while I was doing my research, I found out that the film is a remake from a French film called The Bellier Family. And I remember that my sister saw the film in our house a couple of months ago, and she said that the film was great. But now that I know about this, I wanted to see both of the films, CODA and the Bellier Family. So what are my thoughts on CODA? Well, as far as I know, Troy Kotsur, one of the deaf actors, accepted his Academy Awards for the Best Supporting Actors for his performance in CODA. He became the only second deaf actor to win an Oscar. The first was his CODA co-star, Millie Martin, who won in 1986 for a film called Children of a Lesser God. Honestly, that's a very cool thing to see because often we don't see deaf actors on a big screen, and it's really cool to see that in Hollywood. Hopefully, we see more names in the coming years. CODA is now streaming on Apple TV Plus, so get your family and friends to see this great film. I'm your host, Jaime Hinojosa, and you're listening to GST Good Storytellers Podcast. See you next time on episode 2. Good day.